I'm only asking if you could show a little decorum when dealing with the Legion.
Decorum? None of my tribesmen have started any fights with your soldier boys.
No.
Were any weapons were drawn?
Maybe.
Was anybody killed?
I wasn't there.
Tell my clansmen to behave themselves, Captain.
That will be fine, Chief Skeld, for now.
You know, Skeld, you can tell a few of your boys to lose some rounds of dice to the Legionnaires. I mean, I always find I'm in a much better mood when people owe me money.
Lose a dice?
What do you want to
To
see?
them?
Well,
You want to sit there? Okay.
you could just lose to me, and I can buy them drinks with your money. Everybody wins.
Now I remember why Chief Skeld doesn't like you, clanless. You don't know when not to flap your trap.
There's a difference between not knowing and not caring.
Huzzah!
Chief Skeld, does that suggestion to behaving ourselves extend to knocking smart-mouthed wardens on their arse?
Pardon me, Chief Skeld. I do apologize for the warden's belligerence. You have enough to worry yourself with without also having to be troubled with my partner. I apologize to you as well, Captain Balar, for the warden's behavior.
That's quite all right, Magus Noreen. I've come accustomed to his brusqueness while guarding Von Saul. And as much as I'd hate to admit it, the warden's a good man to have around. The counselor informed me he was instrumental in protecting the city last year from the Dominion. So I guess I can allow a little bit of leeway when he's being an irritant.
You know, Captain, if you'd like me to knock down the clanless a peg or two, I'd be more than happy to drag him over to the proving grounds. Set them up as target practice, for the little ones.
I'm sure there'd be a few Legionnaires willing to assist, Chief Scout.
See? Noreen, I'm a uniter, not a divider. This is what being warm and cuddly gets you.
Captain Balar, Chief Skeld. While we could stand about seeing how much more the warden can test our patience, we have other, more pressing matters to deal with. Please.
Yes, your note. It was the best news we've received since the treaty with the Northlands. If the Greenman can be saved, then this war could be over.
Yes. I must ask, though, is the unseen representative from Dreocht here yet?
She is, yes. Lady Anaska and her unseen, well, they're protecting the Green Man right now. They will be here later for opening ceremonies.
Though, I wish you would have come to us sooner rather than waiting until morning.
Yeah, that would be my bad. You see, I thought it was better to keep it a secret, rather than, dragging the chief garrison commander, the clan chief of the Grey Talons, and bringing everybody into the Great Hall for a secret meeting that everybody was going to see.
I guess you have a fair point.
You know, a decent thought does pass through this thick skull of mine at times.
Like a crossbow bolt.
It would have to pass through. It might get stuck and die of loneliness.
Hey!
Must be a trait common to all Northlanders.
Hey!
Moving on! It was already known the Unseen would be here today for the gathering and have asked for the tournament. They've also offered a special honor for the champion. They weren't very forthcoming in what that would be, though.
This does not surprise me, Captain Balar. The unseen have a habit of only telling people what they believe is needed. A habit that has frustrated many magi over the years.
That is because, Magus Noreen, knowledge is power, and sometimes the very young use that knowledge unwisely.
Perhaps, though, the unseen making themselves ourselves the final arbiters on who else can access that knowledge may be part of the problem.
Captain Baylor, Chief Skeld, please forgive my tardiness. I had preparations to make to keep the Green Man's vessel safe.
That's quite all right, Lady Ananaska. I take it you have no objections to my supplying you with more legionnaires for protection?
We appreciate your aid in this, Captain. We are aware that with the Green Man incapacitated, we of the Unseen are also diminished, and thus welcome any assistance offered. This includes help from those that have uncovered that which was lost to us, so that we may free the Green Man. We are grateful for the risks you have taken in this, Magus Nerine, Warden Auric.
The Spirit Order is always willing to render whatever aid it can to whomever asks it of us. We too would like to see the Green Man freed of this curse and peace brought back to these lands.
That is a lot of words. I'll settle for you're welcome. Now, what is this special honor you have in store for the tournament, anyway?
All things in their own time, Warden. Or do you not like surprises?
No, ma'am, I don't. I find surprises are a lot like ignorance, and more often than not, tend to get people killed. So, no, I'm not very fond of surprises.
Very well. The Unseen have not been ignorant of the resentment growing against them for some time. It did not begin with the war with the Dominion, nor the venomous words of the Sovereign. In leaving this world behind to protect the creatures of magic, and in our zeal to protect the transcendental world, we have ostracized ourselves from the material one. With this Champions Tournament, we are looking for someone to protect the vessel of the Green Man, or stand with him should we succeed.
I'm sorry. What is she asking?
They're asking for help, Siren, in their own way, but asking nonetheless.
Indeed. Should this prove to be the cure we seek, if you would excuse me a moment.
Now, that wasn't odd in the slightest.
Pardon me, good sir, would you please speak with me a moment?
But of course, mistress. It would please me to no end to speak with one who represents the balance.
Yes, I do not presume as much, but may I ask why you are here?
But of course, great lady. This humble being before you is but a simple pilgrim. I am called Crevane, and have come to speak to those from the lands of Draocht. I understand you are to be sponsoring this year's Champions Tournament.
You have heard correctly, good pilgrim. But as you can see, the opening ceremonies are about to begin.
I would never seek to delay you, mistress. I merely ask that afterwards, if there is time, you would have an audience with me, to speak about the balance and the nature of lands which I will never see.
I shall endeavor to make time to speak with you. I find I have some questions for you of my own.
You honor me, great lady. And if any answers I can provide you should shed a little insight onto some of your questions, then I would be most pleased to do it.
Yes, thank you.
Friend of yours?
No, Warden. I thought I felt a darkness.
A darkness? Who is he?
A pilgrim. One who may, in his own way, misunderstand the unseen as much as the Dominion do.
Do you wish for us to have him detained? Or escorted from the city entire?
Think no more of it, Corporal. It was merely a feeling. Let it not distract us from greater concerns.
As you wish.
Well, if Lady Ananaska does not mind, I would still like it if someone kept an eye on him, just in case.
I have no objection to taking such precautions, Magus.
Yes, well, Lady Ananaska, if there's nothing else to discuss, the others have gathered for opening ceremonies. I think it may be time.
Of course, Captain. Forgive me for taking up your time. We will discuss things in greater detail once formalities have been seen to. I myself will need time to look over the information the Warden and Magus have gone through so much trouble to bring to us.
Right, of course. Hear ye, lords and ladies! Attention to all gentle beings, visitors from all corners of the Allied lands. It is my honor to once again welcome you to the Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair. It is during this time each year, at the summer solstice, that we open the town to all of those who come to us and share a celebration of life. It is a dark time, a time of war. The Dominion seeks to smother us, to destroy and divide us all. But we stand here in defiance of the Sovereign's hordes and raise our voices as one and let them know that we are not afraid, that we shall shine brightly and burn away their darkness, and the Allied lands will know peace once more. As is our tradition each year, we hold a tournament of champions. Warriors from across the lands will try their hand in a test of martial prowess to see who will be recognized as the greatest warrior. However, this year, it will carry a special honor. If I might ask the representative from the lands of Dreyok to step forward.
Thank you, Captain Balar. People of Vonsal, it is no secret that the war began when the Green Man was struck low. Without his power, the world has become unbalanced, and we were unable to stop the darkness of the Sovereign from entering these lands. The Green Man yet lies under the Sovereign's curse, and we of the Unseen number few. So, we would seek to bestow upon the winner of this year's tournament a great honor. Not only will they be named protector of the vessel of the Green Man's power, but they will also travel back with us to Dreyok, becoming the first mortal to lay eyes on the land since the Unseen left this realm so many years ago. To you once more, Captain Balar.
Yes, thank you. Thank you, Lady Ananaska. That certainly is a great honor. And if you wish to see them earn this honor, you can gather here once again at the field at, what time?
4:30.
4:30. Until then, the doors of the city are open to you to make merry what you may, so long as it harm none. And we once more welcome you to the Midsummer Fantasy Renaissance Fair.
Huzzah!
Next thing's a 16 minutes.